Hello guys, I'm sat on the floor because I'm about to declutter and reorganize my makeup collection, and I thought I would film it because I enjoy watching it. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so hopefully you can all see this okay. This is everything that was in my top drawer, and then we'll move down to my second drawer. So this is all my eyeshadow palettes, my single eyeshadows and liquid eyeshadows, and then all of my eyebrow stuff. I'm quickly just gonna go through and decide what I'm gonna keep and what I'm gonna give away. I'm not really gonna talk through what I'm gonna do because I think it's a bit more relaxing that way, but I will come back at the end and I'll just explain what I've decided to give away. So this pile over here is the pile I'm giving away. These two not included because they're actually empty, so I need to chuck them in the bin. These three liquid eyeshadows, I pretty much just never reach for them. They're gorgeous colours, but not ones that I really use, so they can go to a better home. So the Sample Beauty brow gel, now that I've got the Got To Be brow gel, I never ever use this, so I'm gonna give that away. Same with the brow soap. If I'm gonna use brow soap, I use the Pink Honey Super Hold stuff, the little honey pot thing, so I never use this. The NYX brow pen, I actually really like this, but I didn't get the right shade for my eyebrows, so I never reached for this particular one, but I'll probably get a different shade and then use that. And then in terms of eyeshadow palettes, I don't think I've used this once in my life, and I've got the e.l.f. Earth and Ocean palette, and it has some very similar, in fact I think they're the same shades in here, so I don't need to have both. Then for the smaller palettes, I actually chose to give away my Rare Beauty and Rem palette, mainly because I never use these. I think they're really pretty and they're a good size, but I just never reach for them. I completely forgotten what the inside even looked like for these, so I don't think I should really be keeping them. And then I've also decided to get rid of my Carli Bybel ABH palette. I think it's so pretty and I really love Carli Bybel, but I just, again, I never reach for it, so that can go to a better home. And same with the Nikkie Tutorials Beauty Bay palette. Okay, I'm just gonna clear this stuff out of the way and then we can move on to the next drawer. So next category is pretty much just all of my bronzers, blushes, highlighters, that kind of thing. So in terms of stuff I'm giving away, it's gonna be this little pile here. It's not very many, but to be honest, when it comes to like cheek stuff, I do rotate quite a bit throughout these different products, so that's why it's quite small. I'm also going to be throwing away these three because they are very old. Yeah, it's kind of time for them to go. I have a NARS Orgasm sample blush, which I haven't used yet, so I thought I would just give that to someone to try out. I also have my Charlotte Tilbury Cheek to Chic blush in First Love. I never actually reached for this, so that can go to a better home. The Soph X Revolution highlighter palette, I think it's really nice, but to be honest, I rarely use highlighter, and then if I do, I don't reach for this one particularly, so that's why. In terms of cream bronzers, I'm giving away the NARS Laguna cream bronzer, mainly because, to be honest, if I'm gonna reach for any, I reach for the Refi ones, and if I don't reach for those, then I reach for the Fenty cream bronzer, and also the Sosu contour stick. I think this is a little bit dark for me, so I'm getting rid of that one. In terms of cream blush, I'm giving away the Rare Beauty blush. This one's in the shade Joy. It's quite red, so it doesn't really suit me all that much. And also the Fenty cream bronzer in Petal Poppin', and same with Benefit Coralista. I've used it a fair bit, but obviously not that much, and I feel like I have shades that are similar that I would go to first. Okay, very quick mention to the powders. I'm actually not getting rid of any of these because I use all of them for different reasons. The only one is the Refi powder, which I'm keeping literally just because I think I'm going to make a video on it, and after that I think I'm going to give this away. But other than that, all of my lovely powders are staying. Okay, so next is all my lip liners, lip glosses and lipsticks. I have not been looking forward to doing this because there's just so many, but I'm just going to blast through these really quickly. I'm not really going to show you which ones I've kept and which ones I haven't, because if I'm being really honest with you, it's just down to color. So yeah, I'm quickly going to do these and then we'll move on. Look at all these shades of nude, they're all the same. Okay, so next up is something I've been really excited about, which sounds really weird, but it's all of my like mascaras, eyeliners, primers, that kind of thing, because I have been meaning to clear these out for a while. Okay, so these are what I'm keeping and these are what I'm throwing away. Most of the ones I'm throwing away are either old, like the Keep Your Curl mascara. I actually really liked this one, but I had it for way too long. And a lot of the ones that I'm throwing away actually smudge under my eyes, like the KVD Go Big or Go Home. And then most of these are just old, so I'm gonna have to throw them in the bin. But yeah, that's the go pile. And last, but certainly not least, are all of my face products. This one I was also looking forward to doing, but I'm sure there's a lot of stuff in here that is just so old it just needs to go. Oh god, like this, look at this for example. Can you see the liquid at the top? What a shame. Okay, so some of the ones in this pile here are just really old, really out of date, and some of them are just empty or nearly empty. I'm not entirely sure why I still had them. And then this pile here is the giveaway pile. I think these are still in good condition, to be honest. This one's practically brand new. It's just not my shade. And yeah, quite a few of them, I just don't reach for them anymore. I also have all of my samples, which I was kind of waiting for one of these so I could give them away to some friends. So now I just need to go through and reorganize everything back into these trays and put them back into the drawers. Okay, so my top drawer is where I keep my eyeshadow palettes, my smaller eyeshadows, my eyebrow things, and I also keep smaller kind of beauty tools such as my beauty blenders. So I'm just gonna start putting all these away again. Does anyone else get the Fix Plus setting spray samples from MAC and just use them for like brow glue or anything like that? Because they are so useful. Rather than having to run and go and wet your spoolie, you can just use these. Okay, and then this drawer is where I keep pretty much everything else. I try and keep things I use more towards the front and things that I kind of don't use as often towards the back. I also keep my spare makeup brushes in here just so they don't get dusty. I'm going to sort out the makeup boxes up here, and then I'm just gonna jigsaw them into the drawer afterwards. I think I'm gonna separate the makeup into categories and then I'm gonna divide it from there. I'm wondering whether to use this big one for like my bronzer, blush, highlighter and powders, because I think it might be a bit too big for just my foundations now. So setting spray, primer and foundation all seem to fit in this little one, so I might actually do that. Just keep this one at the back. Let's do bronzer towards the front. This box is definitely too big for anything, but I think that's better. So I've split out pens, pencils and eyeshadow sticks into this little roundio thing. And then I've put mascaras, mascara primers and eye primers into here so they're easier to find. Okay, I seem to have a spare organizer, but I will just keep it for future use. Okay, so I've just popped everything into the drawer and this is what it looks like now. Over here I've got my bronzers and my blushes and my powders and highlights. Then as you go over this way, I've got all my foundations, primers, setting sprays, my concealers just behind them, and then I've got my mascaras, my pencils and all of my lip stuff. And I have a spare tray thing, which is good going, I think. So this is much more manageable. Okay, and that's everything. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully it was relaxing. It was definitely very satisfying for me to be able to finally do this, but I think that's more than enough for me to do today. I'm gonna go have a shower and relax, and I will see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and of course give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And I will see you guys very soon. Bye!